Hey everyone, I just wanted to get in here and do a little video real quick about an epiphany I had a couple weeks ago that kind of manifested itself into yet another epiphany that I thought might be helpful for some of you, and I just wanted to share it with you. So I was thinking about the whole glass half empty and half full, and I was like, if the glass is half full, it means you're optimistic. And if it's half empty, it means you're pessimistic. I was thinking, what if that glass was me and the liquid inside were my thoughts? And I was like, well, what happens if I feed my thoughts different ways? So I was like, what if I wake up one morning, I'm like, man, I'm just so tired. I need to have a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, an energy drink. And so I feed that to myself. I put a little in there, and I'm like, oh, I feel better. And then I pour a little bit more in there. And I go, oh, yeah, okay, I can take on the day. Well, the next day I get up and I have to do the same thing again. But this time I've already got so much in there, so I need to add more to feel a little more energetic. I'm like, oh, okay. So I was like, okay, that, coffee, it's one thing, coffee, tea, some kind of, energy drinks, a little something to give you a boost. I understand that. And I was like, well, what happens if I come home and I'm like, man, I've had just a stressful day. And I decide I need a glass of wine. I need a cup, a beer. I need a cocktail, something. And I decide to pour that into it. I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, I feel relaxed now. I feel just kick back and relaxed. I'm going to add a little more. And then I get to the point, I'm like, I just start feeling bad about myself. And I go, I have a little bit more. Woe is me. I am just not good enough to be in the job that I'm in. I'm not good enough to be in the relationship I'm in. Just these negative thoughts and how alcohol can affect your thoughts. And then I was thinking about it. I said, okay, those are things that I can control and I can take care of. So what happens if there is me and I have somebody that is kind of a negative force in my life? That could be a parent. It could be a significant other, a boss, a coworker. What happens when they start feeding me this stuff and telling me, you're not good enough? And they start telling me, you know what? You're female. You cannot make it in this industry. What happens if they go, you're too fat to do that? You're ugly. What happens when they say, just you are just not good enough? You're beneath me. All this stuff feeds into their thoughts, into your thoughts, excuse me. And at first, you take a look at it, and at first it all mixes together. But after a while, do you see what happens? Is it all surfaces up to the top. And when it all surfaces up to the top, that's kind of what controls your thoughts. And that's where it might manifest, and you just sit there, and that's all you think. And that's all you start to believe. And then you go, well, and then you just have this negative outlook. And I was like, so what you need to do is take a look at all of those things that everybody says about you. And maybe some of them are right. So maybe your boss is telling you, you never show up on time. And you go, I'm usually about 5 minutes late every single day. They're right. But what happens if they say, you are a bad performer? And you go, no, you know what? I am not a bad performer because of X, Y, Z. I have proven I did better sales than Joe Schmo. So no, that's not true. And what happens if your coworker who's told you, you're too small to do this job? You go, no, you know what? I may be small, but I can kick butt. Somebody tells you you're a girl, you can't make it in this industry. Well, I'm going to prove you wrong, because there is nothing saying out here that I cannot do this job, and I'm going to prove it to you. it may mean you need to go get another job somewhere else and climb up a different ladder, but you got to change that environment. So what happens if it's your parents or your significant other? Because those are people that are very much more significant, and it's a lot harder to just cut them out of your life. So you still have to sift through them, and maybe you do need to cut them out of your life, but you have to sift through what they are telling you and say, you know what, say your mom is telling you, you know, why are you not giving me grandkids? And you just are not ready. And so you just sit there and you go, you know what, Mom, I am just not ready. And that is what her belief is that I should be having grandkids right for her. I should be having children right now. And you just don't want that. You want to work on your career, or you're not even, you know, maybe your marriage isn't doing good at the moment and you want to focus on that. So you got to take a look at all that stuff, and you got to sift through all of it. And then this is what happens. You're going to be left over with some of that stuff, some of that residue, and it's going to still affect you, but it's not going to affect you after as much as if you go through and sift out a lot of that bad stuff. And then hopefully you will get to the point where you will have your thoughts, and then you will find people who are also like-minded as you, and they will fill up your cup, and you will fill up their cup, and you guys will be able to lift each other up and just encourage each other. And I hope that that's the case for each and every one of you. It's not always easy to find those people, but just make sure you're looking for them. And I hope this has helped somebody just to kind of sift through what your belief system is, and just think about things. I hope you guys all have a good day. Take care. Bye.